NartOut here with an Anubis guide showing utility, tips, and tricks to help you get better on this map. The clips were taken from pro matches as well as viewer tricks. Now if you have any Anubis tricks or utility you want to show off, join my Discord, link is below in the description and comments. Without further ado, let's begin. Be careful as T's on how your house smoke lands because the CTs can expose it by boosting to see over this gap here as shown, which you'll see that it gives a one-way smoke and it can be very hard to spot the boost. We see in the later round that Pain Gaming is going to expose the same mid-house smoke with that same boost. Robo has a really nice pop flash for bridge where he throws it off the door frame, then he's going to push up and get inside his bridge smoke. His teammate's going to flash him through the smoke, and one play that the T's are making here is when they see the bridge smoke that they're spraying the smoke, so they catch him by surprise doing this. Professor has this flash where he's in middle and he ducks, aims here, and then left click throw. This flash is meant for the T opper that's going to be holding the dark position early on. You could throw this flash to blind the opper to allow your teammates to peek. Here's a window flash you could throw from behind the door. You're going to stand here and then you're going to put your crosshair like this, then run forward and left click throw. This will flash anybody holding from T stairs, allowing your dark teammate to peek. You could also throw the flash for yourself, so Knight is going to throw the same flash, then he pushes up to peek window towards canals. Make sure you're smoked off bridge before doing so. War 2K attempts to throw a one-way smoke for canals and water for his two teammates that push through connector. The smoke misses as it lands all the way towards the left inside the water. The smoke is supposed to land in the middle below the steps in the water, as you can see with this resmoke. So I'm going to show you two ways on how to throw the smoke that Waro threw. The first way is you're going to duck and you're going to aim at the right of the smart leaf tip, stand up, and then run throw bind. This smoke here is a little bit more random just for your information.
To throw this defensive one-way smoke by Waro 2K, you're going to start off in CT spawn. You're going to come to this corner. You're going to aim above this corner here, up to above this thick green line on the leaf. So right around there, and you're going to jump throw. That should land here in the water and give you a flexible one-way smoke to play around.
If you have a better and more consistent way of throwing this one-way smoke that lands in the middle of the water below the steps, please share it with me in my Discord. Vla is going to throw a water canals one-way smoke. He's going to stand top stairs on the back wall, aims here, left click throw. Afterwards, he's going to come out with the smoke towards the left where he has a gap to look towards canals. His teammate drops him a smoke and he's going to underhand that smoke in front of him towards the middle to re-smoke the one-way where he gets two frags off of it. Had the T smoked off connector, this is one way to contest it as the smoke lands in front of the connector smoke, allowing you to come out. Pain is going to smoke off connected this round, and Vla is going to wing the one-way smoke, flashes and comes out with it, and then he tries to contest water and canals. However, Pain does not peek it knowing that this is a one-way. You'll see here that when Pain sees this smoke, the rifler waits behind the arch, and then the opera will look for the peek. Vla is going to throw the same one-way smoke for the water canal area at the start of the round, and then he throws two flashes to come out as Pain throw a smoke. And then he is going to use this to see if there's any T's towards the canal's water area, which Pain decides to wait it out at first. However, they get flashed to peek, and unfortunately they don't spot him at all. Vla is able to pick up one frag before being traded out, and as you can see, this smoke is super strong to contest the water canals area, and as the T's, you will need an op to peek this. One counter to this smoke is if you don't throw it early on and you don't come out with it, then the T's can possibly push up, which happens here with Zevi going past the smoke and punishes him for coming through. If you're in connector, you could actually wallbang bridge through this window here. So you're going to see DemQ first throw a nade over the wall, which does some decent damage, and then he spams the wall, getting a frag onto the T. Nono does the same wallbang from dark. He's going to spam this wood window and gets a frag off of it. Aurora start two players inside connector in anticipation that connector is going to be smoked off, so they would try to boost on top of the stairs in the middle here. However, they get mollied out and Mix don't smoke it. But in another round here, even though Mix don't smoke it, Aurora will throw their own smoke and will boost in the middle of the stairs. However, the opera's not going to find anybody here. Be careful when throwing utility in and out this doorway in B main because the clipping is so bad. I've seen it come into play once a match. If you're rotating through temple to get to mid and you don't have mid control and you're running, be careful as the T's can hear you if they're mid. You can see that the T's have mid control here and the T's can hear the Opera rotating through temple. When it comes to CT aggression, one of the most common plays I've seen so far in pro matches is having two players contact or get flashed out through B main. I've seen this double CT B main push at least once a match in all the matches that's been played so far. I don't have any clips here, but you could also push through B main mid-round or if you need info, which I've seen in a couple matches. We're going to see Sixer go through temple at the start of the round to flash outside B. He's going to aim here, then jump throw. Two of his teammates will push up on the T here, Boros, who gets flashed initially, and he gets pushed up on and killed. Boro is going to smoke runes from this back corner. He positions as shown, aims here, runs 2 steps forward, and jump throw. While he throws this smoke, his two teammates are pushing out towards B main. The issue with this smoke is that it leaves a gap. He misthrown it, so I'm going to show you the correct way to throw it here. So you're going to position in the same corner while standing. Instead of aiming in the middle like how Waro did, you're going to aim at the left wood plank and then run 2 steps forward and jump throw. This smoke is not going to leave any gaps. Monte have this really aggressive CT setup to take boat and water, which Fesser smokes off T stairs. Then Waro is going to smoke off rug, duck behind this wall, aims here, left click throw. Then he falls back to below the stairs and flashes out the window. That rug smoke is huge. As you can see, it blocks off the T's vision to allow the A main players to come out. And here's Waro throwing the smoke and flash in third person. Demq is going to push out A main with Waro's flash. And as you can see, the two smokes block off the 2 choke points that the T's can be in. Over on the B side, Boros and his teammates are going to flash through the connector smoke that the T's throw and peek down canals. From Sixer's perspective coming down T stairs, once he goes through the smoke, he's going to be holding for the connector, but gets flashed off and then has to fall back. And then we see Jayan, the rug player, was about to jump down, however the smoke lands before he can get there, as well as the flash. If you need to retake A and you're going through camera, you could throw this defensive smoke here, which is going to give you space to work with as you come through. PKL is going to go towards this wall here, and from this position, you could hear if the T's are inside water to get early info. Rise is going to molly T stairs by getting on this ledge, and he aims right here to the top right of this leaf, then runs forward and left click throw. Instead of mauling T stairs, you could also nade T stairs from the same position as we see Rise do here. He's going to use a different lineup, run forward and jump throw. The nade does really good damage onto Zevi. The Opera holding for connector early on takes away half his life. Gen 1 at the start of the round is going to go through the tunnel side to double nade the T stairs as well as the boat and bridge area where the nade does nice damage to Demq. Neo, the first player, is going to stand towards his left wall of hell, then aims here, runs forward, and jump throw. Wasink, the other player nading, is going to aim here, then run forward and left click throw. Demq is the first player down T stairs, and he is going to get hit by Wasink's nade that takes him down to half HP. Wasink is going to go through the tunnel, and as he comes out towards hell, he is going to molly the bottom of T stairs, and then he's going to follow up with a flash here that lands outside of A main for his teammates to push out. Neo is going to push A main, and as he does so, he throws a flash off this wall below that window, and it's going to flash anyone inside the boat area, however not the rug position. You can see how effective the rug smoke that World 2K threw earlier that I showed can be. Demq, before coming down the stairs, is looking at the window to see what kind of utility is being thrown because he doesn't want to get naded. In return, he counters with his own A main molly, and then helps kill the CT that pushes out. Gen 1 also has a player pushing through connector in order to take advantage of the attention and utility thrown to allow this player to do so. Neo flashes A main at the start of the round, and then he gets flashed, so he is going to set up to throw a one-way smoke where he stands to the left doorway, aims here, then left click throw. Afterwards, he goes through the smoke towards the left where he gets on top of the table where he can see over the smoke, gets a frag, and then falls off. The T's are not going to expect this to be a one-way, and they think it's a defensive smoke. If you're smoking off A main, be careful on how you smoke it off because we see Skulls here do so, and the T gets on top of this table inside A main, has a gap to work with to kill him towards Fountain. You can see that the A main smoke that skulls through gives him a nice little one-way to work with. Rise at Fountain places this very tight angle, makes contact, then jumps on top where he throws a one-way smoke aiming here, right click throw. This smoke will allow him to see A main towards his top right gap here. It's a one-way, however he's not going to spot anybody and then falls back. There's a clipping bug on A here behind the fountain where you can right click a smoke and it goes through the ground, and if you back up a bit here, you have a nice little one-way to peek A main. From the A main side, you can't spot the CT behind the smoke. PKL has a mid-house smoke from this door here. You're going to be standing, look for this window, and you're going to aim top right of it above the wall, then jump throw. Make sure you aim above the wall and not at the wall or below, because if you do, it's going to get stuck on the roof. This smoke will leave no gaps. While seeing Smoke's mid-house standing in front of this pillar, he is going to aim here, then jump throw. Gen 1 uses the smoke to come out bridge to drop down towards B. Zevi smokes mid-house, he's going to stand next to this pillar, get stuck onto it, aims between the gaps here, then jump throw. This smoke lands deeper and is not going to leave any gaps as well. Another way to smoke house from that same position is get stuck into that wall by the pillar, aim here, then jump throw. If you do throw the deeper house smoke, you can jump on top of this brick here, and it's going to give you a one-way towards camera, which Big Uzera gets the free frag. Here's a bridge smoke that I seen Odic throw, so you're going to stand in front of the middle of this window, and then do you see this mark on the wall here, where I'm putting my cursor around? You're going to put the tip of your smoke there while standing, left click throw. This smoke will block off the house and door side, and it's going to allow you to get towards bridge to drop down window towards canals. Here's the clip of the same smoke being used from Odic. They're going to use the smoke on their T-pistol to go towards B from window. PKL smokes connector by standing next to the truck here, and then he's going to aim as shown and jump throw. I'm not sure if he's using crosshair or view model, so I'm just going to show both. Once he gets the lineup, then jump throw. Nono is going to smoke off connector, standing at the end of the pillar, aims bottom right of this window, then run throw bind. Just note that this smoke does cover all of the dark area, however it does extend out a bit. Monty take mid control using these two Molotovs. First, Fester is going to Molotov towards door, so the TTs can't push and peek bridge. And then next we have Waro 2K, who is going to Molly house. The reason why you see Monte put out their mid Molotov is because you see Gen 1, the CTs, counter with a bridge Molotov, so by the time the house Molotov fades, that exposes Fester to the CTs peeking, so he smokes it out early on to allow him to push without worrying about house. Two plays you have to worry about when throwing the mid-house Molotov is first the CT taking the damage to go for the peek, and then second, the CTs could throw a smoke on the molly, which could potentially give them a one-way to peek as well. Big Uzera has a running jump throw lineup for the door Molotov. He has a teammate smoke house, flash bridge, and pushes through. From the pro matches on Anubis so far, I've seen pros trying to wing this smoke here, and they've missed it. So you want to aim at the middle window, the wall above it, and you're just going to run and throw it off. It's not going to leave any gaps. Team Odic are going to throw a right B side smoke in order to allow their players from connector to come out. You just aim here while standing, then jump throw. Just note with this smoke, the CTs on platform have a one-way towards B main. Rise smokes left B site standing next to this wall. He's going to aim between these two tooth below it and then jump throw. One of my viewers is going to show us how to smoke left B site from spawn.
Aim at this wall and jump throw, and it will bounce off there, bounce there, and smoke the B cross right from spawn.
Big Uzera is going to throw a temple one-way smoke. He positions on this white dot, and then he's going to remain crouch. He's going to aim here, stands up, then jump throw. This smoke is going to land on the ledge, and you're able to see the CTs if they try to rotate into temple, and then the CTs get spotted before they can come out. Robo smokes temple, where he's going to stand at this part of the wall. He's going to aim here, then left click throw. PKL is going to smoke lane by getting in the corner of this ledge. While standing, he's going to aim here, then left click throw. This is the deeper lane smoke where it does leave the ninja cubby open. Neo smokes lane from this platform, positioning with this mark on the wall, standing. He's going to aim at this part of the tooth, then left click throw. Note when using this smoke here, it does cover the ninja cubby towards the left, however it does leave a gap towards the right here for the CTs towards the left to see backside. Here's an easy way to smoke lane. You're going to duck in this corner, aim top right of this brick, and then left click throw where that red dot was on that photo. So this smoke here, as you know, it will leave a little bit gap towards the left. If you have any Anubis utility you want to show off to me, join my Discord to share it. Sixer smokes lane and temple and flashes sight, position right here on the wall, standing, aims here for the lane smoke, then left click throw, puts his crosshair here for the temple smoke, left click throw, then moves behind this wall to flash sight, where he puts his crosshair like this, then jump throw. Careful with this lane smoke and note that they have a gap here towards the left for the CTs to spot back sight. Depending on how the CTs smoke off B main, as a T you can take advantage of it by going on this back platform to check to see if there's any gaps, which Seltzer does here, getting the frag onto the CT. Post plant Nori is going to be in a 1v2 and he's going to throw a nade off this wall here and peeks right behind the explosion, giving him a nice little one-way. Then he gets smoked out and he's gonna jump spot by going off the platform to see if the CT is really diffusing, which he does spot, and then he frags him through the smoke. As you can see, the nade makes it really hard for him to be spotted, and then really smart play for him to jump spot over the smoke. If you're smoked off B main, you can easily molly tempo by aiming to the right of those bricks, then run forward and left click throw. Here's a set molly to clear out dark, stand in this corner, aim here, then run forward, left click throw. This molly will cover the whole position. Big U Zera attempts to smoke off temple while being in dark, but the smoke gets body block. Here's what the smoke would have looked like. You're going to aim at the wall above the railing and you're going to bounce it off. And there you go, perfect smoke, no gaps. Here's a cheeky angle you can hold A main at the start round behind the top box here, which the T here catches Skulls by surprise when it comes around this corner. In another round, Skulls is going to throw a deep A main molly to delay the push while he's going to set up in the same position, and then he's going to get one frag before being traded out. You can also play behind this angle here, which you're not going to be exposed to from A main. If you do play this passive position, you do have to let your teammates know because they can get peeked from A main. Big Uzera is going to flash A main, stand in front of the canals arch. He's going to aim here, then run forward and left click throw. This flash will set up his teammates for the frag, and the CT that's holding inside A main gets super blind. PKL flashes A main, standing right of this wall, aims here at the bottom of the box, then jump throw. Here's an A main flash you could throw from rug. You're going to stand next to this wall, aim here, then jump throw. This is going to flash the entrance. Vla is going to throw a lurk smoke by standing near the doorway of A main. He is going to aim here, then left click throw. This smoke lands between the left wall and then the fountain wall, and it blocks off sight and allows you to get to fountain. If the CTs throw this A main smoke, then you could boost on top of this table to see over the smoke towards heaven and sight. Remix is going to molly heaven from Tetris. He is going to be on top of the middle box towards the back of it, aims here, then runs forward and left click throw. BU Zera is going to smoke camera behind this wall while standing, aims as shown, then left and right click jump throw. You're going to pair this up with PKL's nade set to execute A. He's top Tetris, position as shown, then aims here, runs forward and jump throw for the heaven smoke. Then he mollies hell by standing in front of the bridge in the corner, aims here, jump throw afterwards while standing, aims here at this part of the window and throws a flash with the left click throw. Nori smokes camera and then mollies hell. For the smoke, he's going to stand inside this wall, aims here, left and right click jump throw while standing, and then he moves over here to molly hell, aiming here, jump throw. Heaven smoke hell molly from rug. Stand in front of the rug. For the heaven smoke, you're going to aim bottom left of this tooth, then jump throw. Afterwards, you're going to follow it up with the hell molotov, where you're going to aim to the right of this black line right there, then jump throw. One play you can make that can be really strong is to nade stack the site, which Monte do here. Unfortunately, only one nade lands, and you can see it takes away half the CT's HP. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and comment below to help the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel as you don't want to miss out on future Anubis videos. Till next time, Nart out here, peace.